Welcome to Baccano.
Episode 6. Last time, do you want me to do a recap?
Sure.
Last time, I went through and gave a quick overview of each of the people that I'm aware of currently and what they desire as characters. I'm going to do another quick overview. Quick is relative because there's 14 characters or groupings that I have listed. So here we go. The robbers, Miria and Isaac want money. The old man wants eternal life.
So it equates?
Yes.
One who absorbed
alchemist.
Absorbed the dude into his hand.
He wants eternal life. Lasso wants destruction, but also money from the railroad.
Lad Russo. I said that backwards.
The cultists want to free their leader.
Huey LaFerre.
Eve wants to find out about her brother and
Dallas
more
Januard.
about the family or the mob family. The bomb people want the bomb. That one's really
The Jacuzzi niece and I don't remember the other dude's name.
Shabba Ding Dong. Is that his name?
Donnie.
Close enough. The senator, we found out, wants eternal life, and he's willing to sacrifice his family to get it.
Yep.
The Runarada family wants eternal life as well. We saw them in a meeting together.
Yep. Him and the senator are
somehow in cahoots. Fatigue woman who climbed out a window, we still haven't seen. We're on episode 6, so we might see her this episode. The woman in black, Chansey, we don't know what she wants.
Shanae. Yep.
The Czech boy, we don't know what he wants.
Shanae's in some way connected with the orchestra peoples.
Yeah, but she seems, because we haven't seen her being fanatical, she seems more even at the moment.
She has some association with them, but not apart at the same time.
Furo just became part of the family.
Yep.
Which family?
Do you know I have to say the line to get it right. Do you know I'm Firo Prochinese, new member of the Martillo family? Martillo. That's what it was. The Martillo family. Because they gave us that, I don't know if it was last time or the episode before, but they gave us that scene of him, ceremony. Not indoctrination ceremony. Yeah, where him joining.
Rite of passage.
Yeah, them joining is like, you know, all the things like, if you completely to us, kill yourself, kill your family, do anything we say, you'll do it. Like, yep. Okay. But he also had that like fatherly aspect of like, you're a really good person. Why are you getting in with us? Aspect too. So
which offers questions.
Yeah, which also, but should also in a way kind of shows him like, well, yes, he is a despicable crime lord of sorts. He's also
humanize him a little bit.
Yeah.
Nessie, no idea what she wants.
I don't even know who Nessie. Niece Hollystone. Okay. Yep. Bomb fanatic.
Yep.
She wants the bomb. That's what she wants.
Right. The rail tracer we now know exists. Don't know what it wants. It could be the fatigue woman because she climbed out the window and it came back.
Well, we saw this weird smoky phantom steal. Not George. George was the guy that we didn't see.
Also, when
he just disappeared.
Lasso was destroying that cultist guy in the dining hall.
Yeah, that was a few episodes ago. Yeah. All the boxer
I made the
names.
comment. I was like,
you think you're unbeatable and unstoppable, even when I'm parting your head and feeling your brains through my fingers like I'm making sausage.
Yes.
Yet he's likable. Like the likable psycho.
I mean, I liked the Joker too, but I felt bad about it. Anyway, that's what's going on. Episode 6.
All really interesting characters.
Who knows what'll happen? Stay tuned. Let's tune in.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna start Baccano episode 6. Ready?
So let us know what you guys think of the show so far. Do you enjoy this format where we're watching the show with you? Do you prefer the previous format that's just a highlight reel? Do you know of another format that you'd like us to try? Let us know in the comments below. And check out our other show, Code Geass, which was our first attempt at a reaction video. We have started, it's not a consistent thing, but we've started dropping out bloopers and stuff. You might see a new video
here and there
talking about something that I did just last night, which is why I'm sore. Check out our Patreon if you want to buy us some coffee. Yeah. Let us know what animes you think we should watch. Chris and I are talking about ones that I've seen that I could run him through. However,
I have a little bit of a cabinet too that we could dive into.
He's got a big cabinet. We thought about maybe doing some brand new Netflix releases, although they're Netflix originals usually. But that way you could just punch in on Netflix, which most of you probably have, and then watch with us. Makes it a lot easier. So
that's right.
Tell me where your daughter is.
Yes, Dallas.
In white suits. They took her away.
Dallas has the elixir.
Whoosh.
That is a kind of nice way to put that into the credit things. Opening credits.
Splotchy McSplotchersons.
Jacuzzi Splot. That's a manly name. Manly name for a manly person. The newspaper.
So you were under duress.
Sir, Gustavo Baguetta is a man of unbelievable
That's right.
strength. I was sure I was gonna die, but I can't make any excuses for it. It just happened.
I specifically warned you not to say anything that would put Eve in danger.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but there was nothing else I could do.
I have to agree with Elion. Even with Gustavo threatening to do bodily harm, there was no excuse to use that.
It's like the executive in Seinfeld or the neighbor in Home Improvement.
Nicholas, the responsibility in this matter falls squarely on your shoulders. You must try to be.
That's right. He gave Baguetta information about Dallas and Eve. He's trying to start a mob war.
Any word? None so far. They don't appear to have moved yet. Notify me the moment there is any movement, okay? Gustavo and the Gandors fight over Dallas may be a good thing for us. Who knows what little bits of information might now pop out. Tell me what you learned, but keep a lid on it, you hear? I understand.
Covertly, repeatedly. Slaughters.
I need backup and a freight home now! Now, damn it, now!
Spike here. What's going on?
They're gone! They're both gone! Send me backup now! I need backup now!
Calm down. What happened? What happened?
They have radios.
Stop! Stay back! No! Get away! No! No!
So it's not her.
Interestingly, they're showing the train with no wheels.
I wasn't paying attention. I thought I saw wheels.
Nope. There we go.
That'll traumatize you.
Wheels.
I don't think so. What obligation do you think we have that we must help you carry out this retaliation?
Well, you telling me that punk Pharaoh, that outsider, can just have his run of the place?
Only members of our family need concern themselves with our business affairs. You are not family.
Well, how about this arrangement? You agree to help us out with a little bit of pest control, and we agree to join your organization. That's a solid deal, isn't it?
I don't know, Dallas. Tell me honestly, haven't you ever been the least bit curious as to why we've never reached out to you? It begs the question, doesn't it? You may be mistaken in your impressions about the gracious blind eye we have turned your way. I just hope you aren't so foolish as to think that it's because we are afraid of you and your impudent conduct. Let me speak plainly. You haven't been invited to join us because you're not worth the trouble that your business would bring upon our organization. You have drawn considerable attention from the police, what with all the muggings you feel are necessary for you and your little friends there. That is the source of our disinterest. If we need muscle, there are plenty of gorillas at the Bronx Zoo.
You don't know a goddamn thing about me.
I know you have trouble defending yourself against teenagers, like the one who beat the snot out of you.
Hey,
Now look,
Burka.
who are these runts with no manners?
Nobody at all. Well, what do we have here?
Giggle juice?
Beats me.
It's changed hands again. I think it's interesting at this point, at least for me, they don't need to be constantly showing us the dates anymore. The timeline,
I mean, when you jump back to the train, it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is we're able to.
In you go. There'll be enough room for you in there. Don't worry. Chess, what about you? I'm gonna go back and check out what's happening. Now you have to try to stay hidden in here. Just keep really quiet and you'll be fine. I promise I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's not gonna. Okay. Yep.
This will go well.
I see nothing going wrong here. Turns around, there's someone there.
Takes care of my tag along. Now I've got to find that immortal.
So earlier he said, "Why did I give out my real name? Could it be there's an immortal among these people?"
Oh, I don't. I remember him mentioning the full name, but not the second part.
Jacuzzi?
Nick, you're all right.
Sorry, I messed up.
Nick, where did the lookouts go?
This guy's a little too big for this
Where they went.
train car.
Mm.
Thank you! Fuck you! The star is here! What? No guards? Now what kind of fun is that? Lua, my angel! Are you alright? I was worried sick about you.
She's okay, lad. Hey, pal, ain't you gonna untie me too?
Huh? Why? Is there something in it for me? If you were a woman, I could get a kiss. But you're a man, aren't you? So instead, how about you die like this? That's right. It's your fate to die like this.
Do you have any idea who he is?
No. Jacuzzi?
That's a thing. Nice music cue too. I think that might be a viola.
Keep your voice
It
down.
might be a cello in the high register too.
Thought it was funny in one of the previous comments from one of the guys. They were like, "Test me on a quiz with Code Geass before we watch the second one."
Mm.
And then he's like, "Anything I get right, I get to talk about whatever I want for 10 minutes," and then edit it out. Thanks, buddy. Pal.
Uh-oh. Knocked over random wood plank.
Found you. Oh, come on. There's no screaming allowed. Young pretty girls are a specialty of mine. I'm just not at all like Lad. I only like to play with things that are weaker than me.
That's terrible. Screaming's not helping.
Screaming. Oh yeah. More blood on the floor.
It's them. Those are the guys.
Well, I guess you got some friends after all. Jacuzzi Splot.
But how do you know what my name is?
Oops. Now where have I placed my manners? I am Lad Russo. And that should help you understand how I know so much about you.
Russo. You're one of the Russos?
Now, to what do I owe the pleasure of your company on this train, my little friend? And just who in the hell do you think you are, anyway? Now, very soon, this train is going to be completely under my control. We'll kill half the passengers, or maybe we'll get to kill them all. If you don't fancy being killed by us, you can always jump off and die.
So you're the ones responsible for killing the conductor?
He's dead? What a tragedy. Let's go see the dead conductor. You know, it really is a shame that we don't have time for fun and games with you right now.
Yeah, our dance card is full too. But I'm sure we'll find time for each other later on.
Oh? You are so tough. You gonna cry now, kid? We didn't kill the conductor. And what's more, we ain't responsible for the little mess in that room either.
As funny as it is, he's definitely trusts what he says. And yet, actually, I do.
Yeah.
I think the whole boxing thing made us like him.
Right.
Oh,
Like
the bloody footprints? Yep.
Yep.
Next time I see that hit and run bastard, it is gonna be brutal.
That's how I feel right now. Quick reminder that they bought masks and got hit by a car.
Yes, well, then I'll hit the driver.
But how will you get him out?
Aha! I'll spit on his car.
That's perfect.
Look on the face, too.
So, what are we gonna do, Dallas? It seems like we can't really take on the Gandalf.
Shut your trap! Damn that Pharaoh! He's a goddamn nobody. You watch. Soon we'll take care of him and the Gandors. They can't treat me like some jerk.
Don't worry about it. Your family still has plenty of cush to back you up, right? They'll always be willing to float you some till you're well, won't they?
Unfortunately, they said everything that they had got taken by some shopper last month.
Ain't that irony?
Right.
You got food for your belly, though.
There's always that cute sister of yours.
If you go near Eve, I will personally make sure you suffer for it.
All right, I get it.
He was always nice to me, though.
And now, my dear, our final performance.
It can't go on forever.
We started our adventures as the thieves of time itself.
When we stole the watches, right?
I will admit that we may have bit off more than we could chew trying to steal that whole museum.
Yeah, that was impossible.
The next best thing was keeping everyone else out by stealing the entrance.
Jeez, that was heavy.
That's how that works?
The light and deeds of goodness.
Steal the door to keep people out.
I don't know what they're doing right now.
Nothing to fight about.
I can feel
It almost feels sexual, but I'm not sure.
So, since doing good deeds also feels so good, let's be good guys for our final caper.
But how, Isaac?
Oh, well, by stealing the Mafia's money, my dear.
Wow, that's an incredible idea.
Hey, now, watch yourself.
Watch yourself.
What'd you say?
This fancy boy giving you some...
I don't know if you caught it. They mentioned that they stole a rich man's fortune. So those kids wouldn't have anything to fight about.
That's Eve Jinawad, correct?
So it seems.
Call her down.
How do I do that?
That's something I file under your problem.
Neither of those men are amused by the other person.
No.
That's too bad.
That was an olive branch. You didn't know. It's the newspaper.
Cars back then were not quiet, so thought that was interesting. Car's still on.
Yes, Genoward residents.
From the newspaper?
Yeah, they got something they want to say to you, miss. They said it's got something to do with Master Dallas.
Did they really?
Yeah, they're saying they got some new information on Master Dallas or something. Thing is, they say it can't be over the phone or nothing because they've got to tell it to you in person or they can't say it.
Then we have to go. Please, fetch me my coat.
Can't star 6'9" in the 1930s. Oh. There's one person on her and the other three on the maid.
Classic.
Yummy. At that point, you might as well just do it onto the bloody mess. I mean, you know.
Have a little respect for the dead.
How did that much blood get all the way up there?
Yeah, I figured it was probably the same room that the rail chaser was in. Tracer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys. I think there's something crawling around up there. Okay, let's all take a look on go.
This is not going to go well.
And go.
Notice that's clearly a person.
Right.
I think that's the rail tracer.
Thing is, rail tracer's only taken out the cultists right now.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as we've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
You gotta learn how to control that broad, pal. Everyone knows you can't just run into people and expect nothing to happen.
You got some kind of problem, Dollface?
Wham!
I don't know if the kick and then the cement, the brick wall. You could kill somebody doing that.
One hit wonder.
All right, I'll let them go. There ain't no problem here, lady.
I'm afraid that they don't concern me. My problem's with you.
Amazing! You beat them all!
Wow!
We thank you. We're total strangers, but you came to our rescue. Dollface, we owe you our lives.
You should be more careful. What's wrong with you?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. They came out of nowhere and I couldn't stop in time.
Ask us for anything.
We'll do anything for you.
Forgive me for running you over. What?
There is one thing.
Nothing.
Would you two mind helping me carry these gentlemen back to my car?
Miss Eve's been kidnapped?
Yes, sir. I just received word a few minutes ago.
I told you so. Now what you gonna do about it? Huh?
Gustavo is most likely not going to do anything to her right away. Elion, calm down.
But, sir...
My only concern is that the company not be responsible for instigating conflict between the Gandors and the Runeratas. I assume you have a contingency for that, Nicholas.
Sir, I will do everything in my power to ensure that doesn't happen.
See that you do. Now go.
I can tell from his face that he's got something ripped up.
I know. My guess is that he's probably driving the two families to the brink of all-out war to see if he can uncover any dirt on them. I'm sure he's looking for clandestine secrets that have never been revealed.
Know your business.
Saying that we should let him do it?
There is much about Dallas Genoward that is still unclear, hidden secrets notwithstanding. Is he really immortal? Sometimes it takes a little gaffe like this to bring a little clarity. Right? What's more, it won't necessarily be us that raises the threat of conflict between the Gandors and the Runeratas.
Man with the worst desk talks about clarity.
The assassin Vino, a.k.a. Claire Stanfield, is headed toward New York at the behest of none other than Luck Gandor.
He mentioned him, episode 1.
Traveling on the Transcontinental Express out of Chicago, the Flying Pussyfoot.
That's probably the woman in green.
Vino the assassin. Claire Stanfield.
Not much information to glean from this one, even if I were to devour him. But I've brought it on myself. Ennis?
Oh, this is the woman, Ennis. That's what I tried to say earlier, and you called her nice.
Oh, yeah. You said Nessie. I thought you
Yeah,
meant,
I call her
thought you
Nessie.
meant I thought you meant niece.
I have
but you meant
nicknames for
Ennis.
all the
I gotcha.
characters.
Ennis, yep. A massive syringe.
Didn't really have a lot to say that
No.
episode during. It felt like it was not a recap episode,
It's just a natural step forward of everything we'd seen before.
but compared to the other episodes, it was more of a pause or a slowdown with minor new information. Even though the episode is titled about the rail tracer,
Yeah, we don't see...
nothing happens regarding the rail tracer.
Yeah, it was just basically... It was a lot of the things, like, we got to see what the aftermath of what we'd seen happen before. Like,
right.
we didn't actually really see much slaughtering aside from the one guy that it was, you know... But the rest of it was pretty much... It was us seeing the aftermath rather than the actual acts themselves. But, yeah, because just shown... Well, what was one thing I thought that this episode did, because before we heard but a conversation between Eve and Elion at the newspaper about how, like, oh, well, he always treated me nicely. We basically got to see the played out version. We got to, the show not tell. We got to be shown it.
Right.
We were shown what we were told before. It was kind of what we saw a lot of this episode. It was that sort of thing playing.
Miria, everything's about to start.
Wow, the real beginning?
Advina...
It's Advena.
Oh, right. Advena Alvase.
I still don't think that's right.
Advena's Adna?
So now there's going to be a boat next episode?
And everything's going to start.
So they do a 6-episode build-up of everything going on. I only counted one wheel. There might have been a second one that I missed.
One wheel.
One wheel instance. One instance of wheels.
One instant of wheel.
Instant wheels just had water.
Oof. I'm not putting that on my car.
Well, no, it's a boat wheel because you had water.
For steering.
Sure. Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that there's an assassin on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Could be the woman in green. That's Claire.
It's Claire Stanfield, a.k.a. the assassin Vino. AKA the person that Burgess said in episode 1 is really damn stubborn.
Yep, that could be the Claire woman. The rail tracer could be the Claire woman.
Though we saw her witness some of the killing.
Right. So her name might not be Claire. She could be someone else, but she climbed. So it's either the rail tracer or the woman who climbed out of the side of the train car, because
one of those
normal people don't do that.
So either the rail tracer or the person in the green fatigues is Vino.
Right.
Okay.
Who knows?
I do.
Okay.
But I'm not saying.
And you might, but I don't. So
I mean, I have Nicholas ...
This is kind of the first time that we've been told that we were looking at Dallas. So in previous episodes, he's interacted, but he didn't have a name.
Oh.
Where he was with Furo. They never named him. So he was just some street thug, which is fine.
I'm wondering
but
if
you're
they were
thinking it's just 1920s.
I'm wondering if they were thinking
atmosphere event.
I want to know if that was intentional or if they intended for us to infer that that's Dallas because we see Dallas's name in the opening credits every episode.
Beats me.
Right. I'm curious.
But anyway, we found out that a little bit about Dallas and how he gets captured by Quincy and what's the
Sillard
woman's name?
Quates?
Yeah.
And Ennis.
Ennis, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicholas is up to something that his Daily Planet reporter.
Daily Days.
Yep, Daily Planet reporter, editor-in-chief, that's what it's called. The editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet is knows he's up to something, but's not going to stop him.
Because it might reveal
knows?
clandestine secrets and information about what is this weird immortal thing that's gone over the last 2 years that we don't know much about.
And you look bad if it comes back to you. So knowing about it and not doing anything about it, be like, unbeknownst to me, person X did it, and they're fired.
Right. And remember the vice president and whose name I don't remember, and Carol from episode 1.
The girl? Yeah.
Yeah, the GERD.
The GERD.
Yeah, and how they work for, they are in the employ of the Daily Days.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Right. They say at the blah blah blah. Yeah, they mentioned it first at the first episode.
And
but
we
the
don't
point is,
meet the Daily Days until a few episodes in.
But they're trying to figure out what this whole thing is going on about still. When we saw that of which this whole thing seems to be a jumbled up reflection in a sort of ways of the events that they're trying to figure out back in episode 1.
You're right. So I have no idea what's going on.
Well, one thing I do know. Oh yeah,
sore.
The giggle juice, as the Gandors
yes.
called it, they are now in possession of the
Eternal elixir.
Yeah, the finished product, as Zillard Quates called it. And, another thing that I know is that next episode, everything is going to start.
Right, that's what it told us.
Aboard the Advena Avis.
What do you think's happening?
Yeah.
Clue me in. Let me know what you think. We will respond as best we can. So, like, subscribe, comment. You can't tag people anymore, but send it to a friend. If you're interested, check out our Patreon, buy us a coffee. We're going to jump into episode 7. And,
yes, join us in a couple days for that.
Yeah. We'll catch you next time on Baccano when we come Baccano. Missed that joke at the beginning.